So Megan, here we are in downtown Altoona where you grew up.
Yes.
Right? What's it like to be Miss Pennsylvania just a couple of months now, walking down the streets of your home city? Is it kind of surreal?
It absolutely is. And I didn't realize it before I was crowned in June, but I am the first woman to ever be born and raised from Altoona.
Are you
Miss
really?
Pennsylvania, yes.
Wow.
So it's a very special honor. I love where I come from, and I know that I've gone far and wide, especially now going to Miss America.
Yeah.
But I would never have been here without the people that helped raise me here in this town. So it's absolutely incredible. And especially my family came to Pennsylvania and settled in Altoona from Italy.
Did they?
My great grandparents and my grandparents came over from Italy. So I've come to learn that Altoona is kind of that kind of place for people, a lot of people's history because of the railroad. It definitely taught me how to be humble and to appreciate my roots. And then I did go off to New York for school. So I took those little lessons that I learned from growing up in a small town to a bigger city in Syracuse, New York. And that really stuck with me. And I think my parents just worked really hard and my family worked really hard to teach me how to be a humble servant and to serve our community. Altoona cares so much about the people that live here, and I know that I learned that value here in Altoona.
That's true. You know, United We Can, the series, it was originally the Sisterhood, United Sisterhood, but we started having some more guys who were interested in coming to the events, and so it's now United We Can, so it's all encompassing. So do you have any words of wisdom to young people? We have a lot of high school students, college students, and people in general, really, about life ambition and, you know, what maybe they can do to reach theirs.
Absolutely, and this goes for young men and young women, girls and boys alike. There are going to be a lot of people along the way that tell you that you cannot accomplish something based on where you come from, what you look like, what your family background is, but you are the only person that can dictate your future. So always holding that at the center of everything you do and believing in yourself. Sometimes you do have to be your own biggest cheerleader, but in that same vein, lean on the people that care about you because they're going to be your greatest supporters. There's been a lot of times throughout my lifetime where it seemed like things weren't going to work out in my dreams and my endeavors, but I just kept at it and leaned on the people that believed in me and really told myself that I could accomplish those things too and never gave up.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with the platform that you're going for now. Talk about autism and why that was so important for you to shine a spotlight on that.
Absolutely. So in my senior year of high school, I had my first known interaction with a person on the spectrum. And I had, of course, heard about autism during Autism Awareness Month throughout my entire school career, but I was never given that opportunity to actually learn about the person behind the label. So after that moment, I walked away from the experience thinking, there's a lot more to this than what meets the eye and what we're told about unless we actually have someone in our family that's affected by autism. So that kind of led me into wanting to choose a career that I could continuously learn more about autism spectrum disorders and then help them communicate and thrive. So I chose to become a speech pathologist, and then it was kind of accidental that I fell into the Miss America organization because they give you this platform, a social impact initiative, to advocate on behalf of a cause that you really care about. So it perfectly aligned with this newfound interest that I had for advocating for autism.
I think that's fantastic. So obviously, you're not just a pretty face, as everyone probably says. You have 2 degrees, right? You have a master's?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So where do we go from here? I know, obviously, Miss America. That's coming up in December. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's just a couple months away.
Right.
Do you get nervous?
Yes, I think it's safe to be nervous. It means that you care. Being on the Miss America stage, especially from a place like Altoona that has never had a Miss Pennsylvania represent their hometown, I'm holding that with me and hoping to make everyone proud along the way. But Miss America gives you an incredible opportunity to advocate not just for your social impact initiative, but for women's education, for women's empowerment especially. So showing women that they can be in places that they've never been seen before. So whether that's in politics, in the classroom, leading as a doctor, a leading doctor someplace, or for me, a speech language pathologist opening her own practice someday.
Yeah.
So it's really the ultimate role model opportunity, and that's something that I've always taken very seriously in my life.
So as we wrap up, is there anything that you wanted to mention, put out there that we haven't covered so far that you want people to know about Megan?
Sure. I think it's extremely important that as we chase after our dreams, we always keep kindness and compassion at the center of everything we live for. So as much as we care about ourselves and our own achievements, we have to lift each other up as well. And that's something that I've realized through the Miss America organization especially. It's a sisterhood. So the United We Can started as a sisterhood program. And the more that you're able to cheer for other people's success, the more validating and rewarding it is to celebrate your own as well. So keeping that in mind, and as you compete for your dreams, it's a competition in life, but the real challenge is always caring for other people along the way.
Absolutely. Well said. Megan, thank you so much.
Thank you.